So I just came back from Ghostbusters 3, and it wasn't very good. I anticipated that it wouldn't live up to the original, but I was surprised to find it less entertaining than Ghostbusters 2. With that said, this isn't a terrible movie, like a lot of people are saying. It just pales in comparison to the rest of the franchise. So first off, let's go through all of my gripes with the film, and then I'm going to close off with what it is that I enjoyed about Ghostbusters 3. So, big problem for me was the amount of suspension of disbelief in this movie. The science is very obviously not science, which is fine. I mean, it's a Ghostbusters movie. I don't need realism in my Ghostbusters. But I would have appreciated if they had toned it down a bit, because I really found myself rolling my eyes at some of the contraptions Holtz just shits out of nowhere. Especially at the end of the film where they just drop the whole ghost containment aspect to have more action sequences. This movie asks you to turn your brain off a bit too much, and it really hurts the movie overall. I mean, there are literally at least 6 scenes where the actors just babble nonsense to explain different plot points. For me, you can do that twice, maybe 3 times in a sci-fi family film, but after that I just started tilting my head going, really? Really, guys? Come on. Another big issue for me was the amount of comedy they tried to squeeze into this film. Not every single scene requires a joke, and for a horror comedy, you need to keep a balance of comedy and suspense. This movie flirted with suspense in a couple of places, but it felt like they were afraid of scaring their audience. I really think if they hadn't pulled their punches as quickly in the horror scenes, the film would have felt far better balanced. By eliminating all of the suspense and horror from the film, they lose the mixed genre that made Ghostbusters stand out. It really hurts the movie's atmosphere and made it pretty impossible to take it seriously. So both of those issues are really just part of the bigger problem, which is the script is shit. The jokes are plain, the plot is predictable, the constant use of Deus Ex Machina is ridiculous. There are at least 4 different points in the film where some random device, or book, or character just appears and pushes the plot forward, and then disappears again. It is literally absurd watching this happen over and over and over. Plus, beyond that, instead of having original, interesting characters, they just stuck stereotypes and cliches into this movie. We have the useless bureaucratic mayor, the creepy scheming villain, the smart girl, the eccentric girl, the mouthy assertive girl, and the sassy black woman. This movie just felt like some executives crapped out a movie that they knew would sell and... Okay, so I've said a lot of bad things about this film. So what is the good in this movie? Well, you know, the cinematography is well done. It isn't in any way exceptional, but it's consistently good. Also, the soundtrack is pretty nice. I mean, a lot of it is from the original movie, so you have that nostalgia factor, and the new music is... it's pretty good. It fits the scenes well. But both of those are marginal pros at best. Really, the big good thing in this movie is the acting out of the main cast. They save this movie from being absolute garbage. Well, as I said, all of these characters prove to be cliches. The actors try so incredibly hard to bring heart to these heartless roles. I mean, when you're working with crap, there's only so much you can do, but I found myself leaving the theater very impressed with these actresses. They bring a lot of energy to the screen just through the interpersonal relationship of the different actresses. It's really nice. It's actually so nice that you can almost not notice how god-awful the script they're spewing out is. They're absolutely the best part of this whole debacle, and I hope to see these actresses popping up in movies after this, but, I mean, we all know Ghostbusters 3 isn't gonna help their careers. So for me, it's a solid 6 out of 10. It's not crap, but it's not a whole lot better than crap. I really find myself disappointed with how this one turned out. It felt like there could have been a much better movie here if the rest of the crew had cared as much as the cast obviously did. Because without the acting in this film, it would easily be a 4 out of 10, which is crap. So that's it. That's what I gotta say about Ghostbusters 3. I mean, I think I'm just pretty disappointed with this one. Yeah, so that was Ghostbusters 3, and I mean, I think we were all hoping for something a little bit better than that, but it's not the worst thing out there, and I'm really glad to see the actresses did a good job, so there's that to take away from it. You know, tell me what you think. Did you enjoy it more than that? Did it really bug you? Were there other problems with the film, or maybe something in there that I missed that was good? Post your comments below. I'd love to hear what you think, and as always, if you enjoyed what you saw, like and subscribe. See you guys.